Brentford are a team which have an interesting transfer policy. They often buy relatively unknown players and sell them at a high cost. So today I'm going to be taking over Brentford and working with that policy to see if I can win the Premier League. You might be wondering, why is the goal to win the Premier League? Well, Brentford have won the Championship, League One, and League Two titles, so you can see why I made that the goal. Also note that I can strictly only buy players from the lower leagues of England, so free agents and setting up youth agencies are not allowed. If you do going to enjoy the video, please leave a like, it is massively appreciated, and subscribe for more amazing EAFC content. Alright, here we are in the game. For those wondering how I'm going to cover the career mode, I'm basically only going to show the highlights. So, important parts of the playthrough here. I won't show every single thing that happens, but you'll see transfers and you'll see how the team is doing throughout various points of the season. Especially if something important happens. This is the side that is given to us at Burnley.
What did he say?
Couple young players, couple of players that I would like to build the team around. I'm not sure why a lot of people are playing opposition, the actual squad. Maybe this is how they play in real life, but you know what? Now it's time to get to work. Very quickly before we begin, I just want to show everyone that in season 1 we have 39 million which we can spend. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our first signing into the club here from a championship side, that being Leicester City. It is for a CDM. So it's for one of the players who, in my opinion, shouldn't even be playing in the championship to begin with. Of course, I'm talking about Wilfred Ndidi here, coming here from Leicester to Brentford, $18.5 million. And with our first arrival comes our first departure, as Shandon Betitz is going to Burnley for $3.5 million. And we have more departures, as Miles Part Harris off to Alchie, but this time on a loan. Another loan move here for the young centre back Kim Jisoo off to Etihad for 12 months. Enough loan action. Let's bring someone into the club here, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know this guy existed, but when I saw this guy, he seemed like a proper good center mid, so I decided to bring him in. Gabriel Sarov, bring him from Norwich for 7.8 million. Don't let Arsenal know about this, because if they find another Gabriel knocking around, they will probably have him. Well, we're back to departures here, as Michael Olakibe, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, off to Kamarguk, and Yehor Yarmolyuk off to Adana Demirspor here for 12 months on a loan. More departures here on a loan as well. Nathan Young Coombs off to OH Leuven, 12-month loan. Well, we are not Loan FC anymore, because Charlie Good is going away on a permanent to BSC Young Boys for 1.6 million, even though he's not a young boy. And finally, we make a transfer into the club here. Another, upgrade, I would say, at the center mid spot we have signed here. You may have caught the name at the bottom there, but of course, it is that man from Leicester. Again, another player that probably shouldn't even be playing the championship. It is Kieran Dewsbury Hall here, coming in from Leicester City to Brentford for $12 million. Also, it's funny how we spent so much money and we have only $6 left in our current budget. I thought I'd just point that out. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna bring up that $6 amount because we have a departure here. Elri Balcombe off to Birmingham City for $1,030,000. More departures here at Brentford. Josh De Silva off to Brighton for $7.5 million. This is a big one, but trust me, alright, we're getting there. No one is safe, ladies and gentlemen. More transfer out of the club is Frank Onyeka off to Fulham for $6.5 million. Big play off. Trust me, we are doing some big things behind the scenes. Ethan Beerley off to Warta Poznan, but not permanent, on a loan for 2 years. And we get someone into the club here who I wouldn't say I really want in the club, but he's a good backup option, a good option that we need to really survive relegation here in the first season, if you ask me. And this is Che Adams here, coming from Southampton, only for 4.8 million, which could be a bargain if we use him right. Alright, now with all that transfer in, transfer out of the way, this is how the starting 11 and the subs look like on the first match day of the first season here. What I like to do is I like to kind of, see the first match day of each season here and compare, how the squad changes from each season. Let's get into the first match day here, taking on Spurs in our first match day of the Premier League. I'm only gonna sim it here, so that's the starting 11. I'm just moving around here. All right, fingers crossed. Can this somewhat improve Brentford side? Get a dub here in the first game of the season. I mean, and it's a draw. That's not terrible. Our new signings as well making the difference. So, hey, random game 800 effect has already taken place. But of course, transfer business still continue as transfer the window is still open. This was a big one. This was an interesting one. Mikel Damskar off to Newcastle, but not on a permanent, on a loan of 12 months. I couldn't get him a cam spot, so you know what? I thought loan him out, develop him, grow him a little bit. Speaking of interesting transfers, Ben me off to Wolves for 12 million. I didn't want to sell this guy, but when I signed him to a new contract, his overall immediately went down like a days after. So, I said, be gone. I think, signing young players is kind of the core, kind of the thing we need to really, build up players and really strive here at Brentford, which is why I'm making this signing. He won't be our first starting center back for now, but in the future he could be one. Dennis Sirkin coming in from Sunderland here, $3 million. We're gonna loan him out and see, how he grows. Speaking of loans, we're sending our third string goalkeeper Strakosha here off to Liverpool plate for 2 years. More loan action as Meta Jensen off the Sporting. Yep, loan FC's back and Kevin Shade out to Fulham for 2 years on loan. Dennis Sirkin off on loan to Everton for 12 months. Okay, we had enough of transfer out. Let's get a transfer in here. Initially, I didn't want to sign this guy, but because we needed to sell Benmi, we needed to find a proper replacement, and we went to Leicester City for that, getting Wood Feast here for $11 million. So this will be the final move of this transfer window. Zanka heading from Brentford to Leicester City for 2.9 million. I'll join you somewhere maybe midway in the season. Let's see how we're doing that. Okay, you know what? I'm very happy with this. Initially, I thought we were going to get relegated, if I was being honest. But sitting 8 with 15 games played, might I add, 15 games added. It still could be terrible for us, but 15 games, 26 points. I am very happy with that. As long as I'm not near the relegation zone, I'll take it because that's my objective, at least for myself, in this first season. And so far, we're looking pretty good here. Take the top of the table there, Liverpool with 38 points. We're only 12 points away with a game in it. That's actually not too far away, if I'm being honest about this. Take a look at the bottom here. Sheffield, Bournemouth, Wolves, always 7 points. And then Burnley, Brighton, Luton, always 11 points. What are they trying to do? 3, 7, 11 here in the Premier League? You know what? Beating Man City is not for everyone, but over the last few games, Brentford seem to always have Man City's number. So let's see whether we can replicate that real life performance in game here. We're taking on City at the Etihad here. Let's see if we can pull off a massive upset here in the Premier League here. The final score. Hey, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. So the January transfer window is now open in season number 1, and we have picked up a young striker here, which will maybe hopefully help us down the line. But he joined the club now from Leeds United. It is Matthew Joseph joining for $1.2 million. And we bring in another young player here, boosting our, young player base here, probably the pool of future talents here. It is Leo Helde, also coming from Leeds United for $1.8 million. And we are not only making transfers into the club, making transfers out of the club as well, as Matthew Joseph being sent on loan. Yeah, I mean, technically it's a loan out, but you get what I mean. This is very interesting. I came across Rasmus Højlund is playing at Bournemouth. Oh, he's at loan at Bournemouth. Okay. Not as interesting, but still. Alright, this is probably the last move we're going to make of the January transfer window. Leo Helde off on loan to Leicester City for 6 months. Alright, I'll see you when I see you. Alright, well, you know how we said beating Man City isn't for everyone? Well, we're back at here, facing Man City this time. We're at home at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Can we get a result here? Come on. Oh my god, you know what? I sort of expected that, but maybe some other time. To be fair though, we are 2/3 into the season and we're sitting on ninth position, so we're holding that mid-table spot there, which I'm happy with. Like I said, anything above the relegation zone or even like 15, 14 is amazing because that's where I sort of plan to finish. We're sitting at 9. We're 2/3 into the season here, or sort of around there. We're sitting at with 35 points here. We're like, I would say like 17 points clear of the drop zone, which is, to be fair, where I like to sit. And there you see the top of the table as well. Okay, something pretty interesting has caught my attention. We're in the semi-finals of the Emirates FA Cup here. Could we win silverware, some trophies in season number 1? Let's try and find out here. We're in the semi-finals, which means there are only 4 teams remaining. Playing against Norwich, we have a chance to advance here. So I'm just gonna start kind of just the best 11 players that I have. We're gonna quick sim here and fingers crossed we get a win here. Oh my god, we're in the final of an FA Cup. No way, in season number 1. Okay, this season is wildly going beyond my expectations. Okay, everyone, we have fast forward to the last day of the match here, last day of the season here. I'm not showing the table because we're playing opponent that is Newcastle, who are one position below us in the table. So a win here or a draw here will see us finish above them, while a loss here will see Newcastle take over our spot. But what's our spot? Well, you're gonna wait to find out. We're gonna see the result of this match first. Come on, quick simming. Come on, Brentford. Come on, Brentford. Yes, Brentford. There you go. We're finishing above Newcastle. Right now, let's take a look at the table. And as you can see here, we finished in 7. Yes, 7. I believe that gives us Conference League. If I'm not mistaken. I think it does. I don't know how I've done this. My goal is to avoid relegation. We have somehow come in a spot where we're playing Conference League. Oh my goodness, how things have changed. So yeah, because of that win over Newcastle, we're now playing Conference League. I don't know. So this is the top half of the table. We're finishing in 7, and overall, say season well done. But there's more I'm going to show you. This is so the relegated sides are Bournemouth, Sheffield, and Luton. Sides that we can buy players from the next season. But there's one more business to take care of. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, remember early on in the video we talked about the Emirates FA Cup semi-final. We're in the final against Man City here. If we get a chance to beat Man City, this is the one that we need to beat them in. Fingers crossed, everyone. Could we win a trophy in our first season? This would be amazing. All right. Cross your fingers, everyone. The scoreline against Man City. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not only a lose, but it's a demolition. Just take a look at other leagues here. Stockport win EFL League 2. Blackpool won EFL League 1. In the Championship, Southampton and Leicester City are moving on up to the Premier League, which means I can't buy from them next season. Also note that I'm only doing transfer news or transfer business during the windows itself. I'm not actually, doing them in between just to kind of be fair, if that makes sense. Also in the Carabao Cup, Aston Villa wins it. I believe we got knocked out pretty early. Okay, at the quarterfinals, we lost 3-4. Like, we scored 3 goals and we still lost. Of course, let's also take a look at European competitions here. Fiorentina versus Aston Villa in the Conference League final, which is not been played. The Europa League won by Roma. And the Champions League. Wait a minute. So, Sevilla in the finals. And this is the current season. So, this is like the current group. Sevilla. Hold on, wait a minute. I need to see who win this. I need to see what Sevilla. Oh my God, Sevilla beat PSG, and Madrid beat Arsenal. And what world are we living in? I want to see the groups here. Sevilla. Oh my goodness, Sevilla might do this. I have to see this. I have to see the results here. First of all, Conference League, Fiorentina defeating Aston Villa. Not a good evening, but oh my goodness, no. Well, that was a chaotic end to season number 1, but here in season number 2, this is confirmation that we are in the Conference League and the board expects us to win the cup. Very interesting. I don't even know if we can get past the group stage, if I'm being honest. But let's try and fulfill that objective. I had to do it. When I saw this guy was going to play in the championship as part of Luton Town, I knew I had to sign him. He's probably one of the better strikers, one of the more hyped up strikers is Evan Ferguson coming in from Luton Town, who just relegated for $20 million. I've been trying to sell this guy since last season, but he finally accepted an offer. It's Saman Gaudos here off the Norwich for 1.3 million. Tristan Kramer here off the Gaziantep for $1.25 million. Leo Helch back to his former club of Leeds United, but only on a loan for 12 months. Then Stevens off on a permanent to VfL Wolfsburg for $1.9 million. And last but not least for now, Yarmoli off to Sheffield United for a 12-month loan. More transfer action heading your way as Matthew Cox, our backup goalkeeper, off to Braga for a 12-month loan. And Michael Olakibe off to Luton Town for a loan. Then Sorokin on the way to Bournemouth for a 12-month loan. Mateo Joseph on to Red Bull Salzburg for a 12-month loan. Malta Paris off to Southampton for a loan. Again, I didn't want to sell this guy. I want to kind of train this guy, but we don't have a cam spot in our starting level. So Mikhail Dabska once again off on loan to Roma, this time for 2 years. And Paris Magoma here off on a permanent to Coventry City. My goodness, the moves, they just keep on coming here. Our young South Korean center back Kim Ji-soo off to West Brom for 12 months. And Ryan Trevitt off to Twente, also on a loan for 12 months. Now this one's an interesting one. Nathan Young Coombs, selling him on a permanent to Hatayspor for $2,050,000. He's just not good enough, in my opinion, for the current squad, where the squad's at. And Meta Jensen off on loan to Newcastle for 12 months. Yep, we really do a lot of business here, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Ogi Goke, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, off to Almeida for $1.4 million. And he was only planned to be there for 1 season. Well, I planned for him to be there only 1 season, and it has come true. Jay Adams has gone to West Ham, but for a whopping fee of $9.5 million, that's, I believe, almost double for profit there. That's the Brentford way. And we make a signing into the club now, just for a backup right back, one that I'll probably loan out and see how it goes. He may be a starting right back for Brentford in the future, but as for now, we're going to train him out a little bit. It is Ethan Lyde coming in from Birmingham for $5.2 million. And in he comes, on loan he goes to West Ham United for 12 months. And breathe, everyone. So that's almost all the transfers I think that I want to do this season. This is how the starting 11 and the subs are looking like for the first match day of the Premier League here. Some of the players are still the same, but most of them have improved overall because they've been training and playing last season. So I hope, and with the new additions to the side, I hope that these starting 11 and especially the bench looks absolutely, absolutely level here. All very kind of 77 average overall here. Hopefully that bench and this team will propel us to a spot higher up in the table. But of course, I always show you our first match day here of the season. Again, we got a pretty tough fixture here against Arsenal. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight into kickoff here. So home here at the GTEC Community Stadium on the first match day here. Can we get a win against Arsenal here? And we do. Oh my god, we do. We might. Okay, that has, lifted my spirits up a little bit. Let's see where we are throughout the season. Actually, before we even get to a further point of the season, I think I'll do some controversial business. Yeah, I put Evan Ferguson up on loan. He chance up mainly because I want Keane Louis Potter. I want him to get the striker spot. We have a young striker named Keane Louis Potter. I want him to be our main striker here at Brentford, at least for this season. So I'm gonna put Evan Ferguson out alone somewhere because wherever he is, he's gonna shine. He's a star. Whereas if I put Keane Louis Potter out alone, his development might not be as good. So hence this may be controversial move. And as a result of that, we need another backup striker to kind of take Ferguson's spot here, because I don't want Ferguson to sit on the bench. That's another reason why I'm loaning out. So we bought him Benin Troy here for 3.9 million from Sheffield United. Evan Ferguson out on loan to West Ham United. Man, West Ham really having a lot of players, do they? This is the last move of the transfer window. It's for a backup center midfielder here. I saw this guy. I was kind of debating whether I get him or not. I think I do just get him as kind of a reserve in case anything happens kind of player. Marcelo Nunes here coming in from Norwich for $4.2 million. Alright. Transfer window is now closed. Let us focus on the Conference League here. I mean, by the way, we're supposed to be focusing on the Premier League, but let's take a look at the Conference League group here. Since we are in it, we are group with Ferencvárosi, Aberdeen, and Brann. If I'm being honest, I think we can make it out of this group. We should be making out this group. If we are really, you know, a force to be reckoned with in the Premier League, we should be making out this group with no problems, I would add. All right, we're here in January. The January transfer window is now open. I'm sending Nunes off on loan to Newcastle United. Now, this is actually a joke. Paris Saint-Germain won Brentford manager in their position. Very interesting. All right, beating Man City, I said ain't for everyone. Let's see whether that holds true this season. They gave us the Man City game really late this season. I think it's like we're right at the halfway point of the season. Yeah, in fact, I'll take a look at the Premier League table after this game here. But let's see if, fingers crossed, we can finally get a win here against Man City. Come on, no. Actually, first let's take a look at the Conference League, and because we have played all the games in it, and we have won every single game in the Conference League. Maybe I'm shortchanging the squad. Maybe the squad is a lot better than I think it is. I really don't know because we won 6 games here. Okay, that's interesting. What is the Premier League saying? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, we're top of the table. I did not see this coming. I saw we were winning games and I saw we lost. I didn't know we were this good. Oh my goodness, we're top of the Premier League. We could complete the career mode in the season if you think about it. If we just hang on, we're 7 points clear of Man City, Oh my goodness, this oh my god, now this has changed things for me a little bit. We're in the January transfer window. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Alright, plans have just changed, everyone. Right, we still have some money in the back pocket to make transfers, and I want, the best squad I can assemble with the people, from the championship and below. I'm talking about Tyler Adams coming here from Bournemouth for $18.1 million here. You know what, yeah? Bournemouth, who are in the championship, just came in for an offer for Ajer. A money offer. But you know what? Let's try and grab Hamad Traore from the squad. Because I don't have a backup left winger or right winger in case, Wissa and Mbemo gets injured. And they accept it. I'll be honest, this is a transfer that I did not want to make. But, when the opportunity presents itself, when we're sitting first, I don't want any injury to hamper that progress. And there we go. It is official. The swap deal between Ajer and Traore is now done. And just to kind of, strengthen the bench, maybe strengthen our chances a little bit, I want to sign a better backup left back, right back option here. So we brought in a man here who's always a proven, try and test the name on FIFA, but also good in real life, I guess. Max Aarons coming in from Bournemouth for $9 million. And this is a shocking move, I would say, but we can recall him back from loan and everyone to this Christian Nordgaard off to Bournemouth here for a 6-month loan. Alright, this is the transfer business done. We are full straight ahead at the Europa Conference League here. In the round of 16, we got our eyes set on Adana Demirspor here. We're in the second leg facing off against Adana Demirspor. We win the first leg 2-1. So let's see if we can get a result here in the second leg here. Quick simming the match here. Don't bottle us. Okay, we did not bottle us and we're through to the next round. Alright, taking a look at the Premier League table, we're somehow, I don't know how, we're somehow still sitting first after 29 games. This could really be a lesser kind of season. We're only 4 points away from Man City. Let's not forget about that. But still, the fact that we're top after 29 games in the second season, with the squad we have, yeah, this is just mental, isn't it? Something else I'll continue to monitor is our Conference League, because we're also in the Conference League, and in the quarterfinal we got Sturm Graz. Well, both legs have been played, and we have absolutely defeated Sturm Graz in both legs 2-1. So overall, we are now advancing to the semifinals here, where we'll be taking on Aberdeen here. I believe we're in our group. Yeah, we are Aberdeen when we're in our group. But now let's take a look at the Premier League table. 3 games difference. We're still 4 points apart between us and Man City here. But the dream is becoming closer. I hope we do not do a bottle job here. We're 6 games away. Anything can happen in 6 games. Alright, so let's keep it calm and let's focus. Nah, I ain't believing what I'm seeing. We've defeated Aberdeen on penalties. We're into the Conference League finals here. Nah, this is a joke. I don't believe this. As I mentioned, this is 35 games in the Premier League, and if you look at the table, so I don't know how this happened. We're nine. I don't know how the gap. I think Man City are bottling it because we are now 9 points away from it. And any point that we get here, I repeat, because there's only 3 games left, 9 points available for at max for anyone to get. If we get a single point in any of our 3 remaining matches, we have completed the career mode here. Oh my goodness! All right, our the first of our final 3 games here. We're facing Spurs. Very very appropriate since we begin the first match day in season one facing Spurs. Can we get at least a point here? A point here would be enough to win us the title. Oh my god, we won the no way. I don't believe this. We won the title in the second season with the squad. Oh my god, I don't understand. Okay, well, let's take a look at other things. Alright, taking a look at other competitions here, the final Champions League has not been played here, but it's between Man City and PSG. The Europa League finals have already been played and they've been won by Aston Villa. It is a good evening indeed. The Conference League is, of course, we won the finals and that has not been played yet. The Carabao Cup, that was won by Man City. I don't remember where we got knocked out. I honestly think we didn't even make it that far. Yeah, we got knocked out like round 4 against Bournemouth. FA Cup was indeed also won by Man City. So they've been dominating everything except the Premier League. We actually made the semi-finals, but we lost to Leeds United on penalties. But let's go to the Conference League finals right now. Alright, we have already completed the career mode here because we already won the Premier League. But let's see if we can get additional silverware here. Oh my goodness, we trash Besiktas and we do add the Conference League to the trophy cabinet here, and that will conclude the Brentford career mode here on the channel. This video took a lot shorter than I thought it would take, but thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section below which club I should do a career mode on next, or maybe some ideas for the next career mode. Yeah, I'm Randy Gaming 100. You all have been amazing. Take care. Stay safe. There's the table one again. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.